One of the most influential rock bands of the 20th century is no doubt. That's not right. One of the most influential rock bands of the 20th century is no doubt Led Zeppelin. They played for 12 years together, 1968 to 1980, and while sure, 12 years sounds like a lot. You look at bands like the Rolling Stones and the Who, they're still touring today and making new music, but Led Zeppelin's end came premature in the unfortunate death of their drummer John Bonham. But despite that, in those 12 years, 68 to 80, they made some of the most influential music that helped spawn a new generation of rock, hard rock, and blues rock bands. And that's what we're talking about today on the Sam T. Blues Review. It's the undeniable blues influence and inspiration in the works of Bonham, Jones, Page, and Plant, Led Zeppelin. It's no secret that Led Zeppelin covered many blues songs in their career. Robert Plant himself cited Sonny Boy Williamson and Willie Dixon as his heroes. But where is the line between covering songs and blatant stealing of copyrighted material in supposed original songs? We're going to take a look at all of that on today's show, starting with Whole Lotta Love. This is off of Led Zeppelin 2. Whole Lotta Love initially credited as Bonham, Jones, Page, and Plant, but there was a striking similarity to a Muddy Waters song. So Willie Dixon, the songwriter for You Need Love by Muddy Waters, along with hundreds of other blues songs, took the band to court. It was decided that it contained enough of You Need Love to violate copyright law. So, Dixon's name was added in all subsequent copies of the song. Robert Plant stated in an interview that the guitar riff, all Jimmy Page, but the lyrics, sure, they were taken from You Need Love. He happily paid Dixon, saying, you only get caught when you're successful. But clearly, Plant did not learn his lesson. We're going to hear more instances of lyric stealing, pretty much, from the group. Right now, we're going to hear some of that original tune I've been talking about. This is You Need Love by Muddy Waters.
You got yarning, and I got money. Baby, you look so sweet and cunning. Baby, way down inside, woman, you need love. Woman, you need love. You got to have some love. I'm gonna give you some love. I know you need love. You just got to have love. You got to have some love. You make me feel so good. You make me feel alright. You make me feel so good. Oh, you make me feel alright. You make me feel so good. You make me feel alright. She's so nice, she's so nice. She's so nice, she's so nice. So nice, you're so nice. So nice, you're so nice. You are fretting, and I am petting. Lot of good things, oh, you ain't getting. Baby, way down inside, woman, you need love. I know you need love. You just gotta have some love. Ain't fooling, you need schooling. Baby, you know you need cooling. Woman, way down inside, woman, you need love. You got to have some love. She got to have some love. She got to have some love.
done bought my ticket, I got my load. Conductor done hollered all aboard. Take my seat, railway back, and watch this train move down the track. Good times I once have had. Soul got happy, my heart got glad. I think about the way you love me too. You can bet your life I'm coming home to you.
Bring It On Home by the great Sonny Boy Williamson, 2, that is. Believe it or not, that song was covered by Led Zeppelin, that's right. In part, I will say. The intro, which you can hear, and the outro were homages to the original tune. The rest of the song was mostly original stuff. But regardless, Willie Dixon again was not given any credit whatsoever on that song, so Chess Records brought a lawsuit to Led Zeppelin, and it was settled out of court.
can't be satisfied. Trying to worry me, baby, but I never get you in myself. People worry, baby. Can't keep you satisfied. Let me tell you, baby, you ain't nothing but a stupid, no good jailhouse. I went to sleep last night. I worked as hard as I can. I bring home my money. You take my money, give it to another man. I should have quit you, baby. Oh, such a long time ago. I wouldn't be here with all my troubles down on this killing floor. Sweep me, baby, till the juice runs down my leg. Sweep me, baby, till the juice runs down my leg. The way you squeeze my lemon out, I'm gonna fall right out of bed.
And that song, part of the Citrus series here on the Blues Review. That was the Lemon Song by Led Zeppelin and by some other folks too. It has its roots in the 1930s, particularly the Robert Johnson song Traveling Riverside Blues, which Zeppelin also covered, and a song recorded the same year as Riverside Blues in 1937 called She Squeezed My Lemon. But more recently and more prominently, the song took from Killing Floor by Howlin' Wolf. Wolf, born Chester Burnett, was not credited at the time of release, but was in subsequent releases. Here is the Wolf's version. It's Killing Floor here on the Sam T. Blues Review.
I should have quit you a long time ago. I should have quit you, babe, long time ago. I should have quit you and went on to Mexico. If I had a follow my first mind, if I had a follow my first mind, I'd have been gone. It's my second time. I should have went on. My friend come from Mexico and me. But no, I'm fooling with you, baby. I'll let you put me on the killing floor. God knows I should have been gone. God knows I should have been gone. And I wouldn't have been here down. I'm a cross-cut song. Baby, just drag me across the lawn. You know I'm a cross-cut song. Just drag me across your lawn. I'll cut your wood so easy for you. You can't help but say I'm gone. Now some call me wood chopping Sam. Some call me wood cutting Ben. The last girl I cut the wood for, you know she won't be back again. I'm a cross-cut song. Just drag me across your lawn.
Crosscut Saw by Albert King. This is another song that allegedly Zeppelin borrowed in their song Lemon Song, but to change the pace a little here, here's a song that Led Zeppelin actually properly credited the original songwriter. This is You Shook Me, written by Willie Dixon and credited to Willie Dixon. This is Led Zeppelin. Me, like I mentioned earlier, originally written by Willie Dixon, performed by Howlin' Wolf, and performed by Led Zeppelin, which you just heard. And now, even though Dixon was properly cited, there is some controversy about its origins. Jeff Beck, former member of the Yardbirds alongside Jimmy Page, says he did the hard rock version of You Shook Me first. Page says simply they both had the same taste in music, and they both did record a version of You Shook Me, but you can hear Beck's behind me here. I'm going to play it in a second. It's pretty different, so just listen to this.
You know you shook me. You shook me all night long. Yes, you did. You know that you shook me. You shook me all night long. And the way that you love me, baby. You mess up my happy home. Take this. You know you love me just like a hurricane.
So that was You Shook Me by the Jeff Beck Group. Jeff Beck also in the Yardbirds with Jimmy Page. And the Yardbirds, if you don't know about them, basically the Led Zeppelin before Led Zeppelin. Normally I would recut that sentence because it sounded weird, but I'm going to leave it in just to see if anybody notices. Zeppelin, when they started out, they were kind of called the New Yardbirds before they really had a name. So guitarist Jimmy Page was playing a lot of the Yardbirds stuff, but they would change it up a little bit like they did with Dazed and Confused. Here it is.
Been dazed and confused for so long, it's not true. Wanted a woman, never bargained for you. Lots of people talking, few of them know. Soul of a woman was created below. Every day I work so hard, bringing home my heart and pain. Try to love you, baby, but you push me away. Don't know where you're going, only know just where you've been. Sweet little baby, I want you again.
Dazed and Confused, performed by Led Zeppelin on their debut album. But even though the song performed for years by the group, before that with the Yardbirds, its original attribution seems to have been lost until now. That's right, until right this very moment, when I found out. No, it's been known for a few years. Jake Holmes performed this song. He performed it while opening for the Yardbirds in the 1960s, and since then the song has been credited properly as being inspired by Jake Holmes. Okay, maybe that's not properly credited, just stealing someone's whole song and saying inspired by. But it is pretty different. Here's Jake Holmes doing Dazed and Confused.
Bobby and shoes, but just to know. Give me a clue as to where I am at. Feel like a mouse and you act like a cat. I'm dazed and confused, hanging on by a thread. I'm being abused, I'd be better off dead. I can't stand this tease and I'm starting to crack. You're out to get me, you're on the right track.
Oh, I can't quit you, baby. But I got to put you down a little while. Whoa, I can't quit you, darling. But I got to put you down a little while. Well, you done made me mess up my happy home. Made me mistreat my only child. Now when you hear me moan,
Welcome back to the Sam T. Blues Review. We are listening to the music of Led Zeppelin tonight and those they stole from. I think Robert Plant makes a good point that, you really only get caught if you're successful. A lot of British invasion bands of the 60s were taking blues music without credit. They loved that stuff over there, and they still do. We talked about that Northern Soul movement last week. So these bands would take these blues music without credit, and yes, it introduced blues to a new audience, but the original artists were often broke. They weren't properly credited in the first place, or they're swindled by their managers. All sorts of things going on because it's all these blues singers in the 30s and 40s. Just, it was a mess. Let me just sum it up in one word: mess. So blues had this big resurgence in the 60s, and as a result, Muddy Waters, Howlin' Wolf, all these artists, Sonny Boy Williamson, did get their proper credit and proper dues. But when it came to other artists covering their material, it was a little different. But even when Led Zeppelin and other bands tried to make things right, it didn't always work out. Take Boogie with Stu, for example. On its original release on Physical Graffiti, Led Zeppelin credited Mrs. Valens, referring to the late Ritchie Valens' mother, since it was based on Valens' Ooh My Head. But Chemo Music still filed for copyright infringement, wanting full credit instead of partial credit. So even when they're trying to do the right thing, stuff like this happens. People get greedy, they want money. Zeppelin's trying to do the right thing, but it happens. What are you going to do? Here's Ooh My Head.
Baby, now, baby, let's just go all night long. Well, no, darling, I just want you more. There won't be no tutti frutti, no lollipop. Come on, baby, just rock, rock, rock. Hey, now, honey, we gonna rock all night. Well, baby, we just roll and go fine. Oh, darling, ooh, my head. Well, Boney, Maroney, Peggy Sue, yeah, ain't gonna be around no more. Oh, now, little darling, we just gonna party some more. Well, I love you, darling. Ooh, my head. Now, let's go.
When the Levee Breaks, or When the Levee Breaks, if you have a thick Chicago accent like I do. That is one of my personal favorite Led Zeppelin songs, that's right. Besides being a blues aficionado and the uncrowned king of blues radio, I am a very big Led Zeppelin fan. I really admire their work. I like what they did with the blues, kind of putting some rock into it and taking it to a whole new level. So I'm a big fan of Led Zeppelin, and When the Levee Breaks, one of my favorite songs. And it was actually rightfully credited to Memphis Minnie, who performed the original song along with Kansas Joe McCoy. And McCoy was never credited, since it is believed that Memphis Minnie was the primary songwriter, especially since Minnie was a victim of the Great Mississippi Flood of 1927, as was described in this song. So let's hear a little bit of that original one. This is Memphis Minnie.
If it keeps on raining, levee's going to break. If it keeps on raining, levee's going to break. And the water gonna come and I have no place to stay. Well, all last night I sat on the levee and moaned. Well, all last night I sat on the levee and moaned, thinking about my baby and my happy home. If it keeps on raining, levee's going to break. If it keeps on raining, levee's going to break. And all these people have no place to stay. Now look here, mama, what am I to do? Now look here, mama, what am I to do? I ain't got nobody to care my trouble to. I works on the levee, mama, both night and day. I works on the levee, mama, both night and day. I ain't got nobody to keep the water away. When the levee breaks, mom, you got to move. I work on the levee, mama, both night and day. I work on the levee, mama, both night and day. The work so hard, keep the water away. I had a woman, she would do for me. I had a woman, she wouldn't do for me. I'm going back to my used to be. Oh, me no levee, call me the weeping moan. It's a me no levee, call me the weeping moan. Gonna leave my baby and my happy home.
Now, drop down, baby, let your daddy be. I know just what you're trying to put on me. Well, my mama, she don't allow me to fool around all night long. Now, I may look like I'm crazy, for don't do no right from wrong. Go away from my window, quit scratching on my screen. You're a dirty mistreater, I know, girl, what you mean. Well, my mama, she don't allow me to fool around all night long. Now, I may look like I'm crazy, for don't do no right from wrong. Some of these women sure do make me tired. Got a handful of, give me a mouthful of much obliged. Well, my mama, she don't allow me to fool around all night long. Now I may look like I'm crazy, hold on to know right from wrong. Woman, I'm loving one teeth, solid gold, that's on this woman a mortgage on my soul. Well, my mama, she don't allow me to fool round all night long. Now I may look like I'm crazy, hold on to know right from wrong. See me coming, put your man outdoors, you know I ain't no stranger, done been here before. Well, my mama, she don't allow me to fool round all night long. Now I may look like I'm crazy, hold on to know right from wrong.
Sleepy John Estes with Drop Down Mama, a song reimagined as Custard Pie by Led Zeppelin, but lyrics of Custard Pie also pay homage to a couple of songs. I Want Some of Your Pie by Blind Boy Fuller, and this song, Shake 'Em On Down by Bucka White.
Just tonight, your mama, and you're gone. Let it for a day we gone out. Shake 'em on down, that's some Harlem. Oh, master, shake 'em on down. Ah, don't stop hollering now. Master, shake 'em on down. Too much is jelly to me, so do we. Say this jelly to some more rainy days, that's some Harlem. Oh, master, shake 'em on down. Ah, don't stop hollering now. Master, shake 'em on down. Fix myself and let me go to bed. This white line is done gone to my head. Master, holler. Oh, master, shake 'em on down. Ah, don't stop hollering, mama. Master, shake 'em on down. I ain't been in Georgia, but I've been to Georgia women got the best jelly rolling. That's some Harlem. Oh, master, shake 'em on down. I don't stop hollering, mama. Master, shake 'em on down. Take me, mama, what you done. Made me love you now, though. Man, don't call me. Don't stop hollering. Oh, master, shake 'em on down. Ah, don't stop hollering, mama. Master, shake 'em on down. Really got something, don't know what it is. Make me drunk and down on whiskey still is. That's some Harlem. Oh, master, shake 'em on down. I don't stop hollering. Master, shake 'em on down.
Now I ain't gonna start walking till I get in sweet mama's door. Now the girl I'm loving got this red long curly hair.
Girl I Love, She Got Long Curly Hair. That was Sleepy John Estes. Performed initially by Led Zeppelin in a Whole Lotta Love medley. Later, they reimagined it to The Girl I Love, She Got Long Black Wavy Hair on the BBC sessions, and it was properly credited to Estes. Riverside Blues, another Led Zeppelin song that was performed during the BBC sessions, originally done by Robert Johnson during his last recording session in 1937. Robert Johnson, a constant source of inspiration, not only for Led Zeppelin, but for a lot of these British invasion bands or blues rock bands coming up during the 60s and 70s. Another song by Johnson, Terraplane Blues, would turn into Led Zeppelin's Trampled Underfoot. Here's Terraplane Blues.
I feel so lonesome. You have me when I'm on. And I feel so lonesome. You have me when I'm on. I've been driving my terraplane for you since I've been gone. I said I flash your lights, mama. Your horn won't even blow. Somebody will run my best is done on this machine. I even flash my lights, mama. This horn won't even blow. That is short in this connection. Ooh, that bass way down below. I'm gonna hide you, mama. I'm bound to check your heart. I'm bound to check your. I got a woman that I'm loving way down in Arkansas. Now you know the cars ain't even buzzing. Little generator won't get that far. Or in a bad condition you gotta have these batteries charged. I'm crying, please, please don't do me wrong. Driving my terraplane down for since I've been gone. Mr. Highwayman, please don't block the road. Please don't block the road. 'Cause she read the code 100 and I'm booked and I got to go. Since I've been gone, I'm gonna get deep down in this connection. Keep on tangling with your wife. I'm gonna get deep down in this connection. Keep on tangling with your wife. And when I met down on your starter, and your sponsor will give me fun.
Terraplane Blues by the great Robert Johnson. Robert Plant said in a 2007 Led Zeppelin reunion that the song inspired Trampled Underfoot, recorded by Zeppelin for Physical Graffiti. Johnson was credited as a writer after the initial release of Physical Graffiti. While Johnson is credited, the song and themes in it do differ slightly. You can hear that for yourself. Here's Zeppelin's version now, Trampled Underfoot.
Mama, let me do it all. Talk about love.
nobody's fault but mine. Nobody's fault but mine. If I don't read my soul belie. I have a Bible in my home. I have a Bible in my home. If I don't read my soul belie. Father ain't taught me how to read. Father ain't taught me how to read. If I don't read my soul belie. Nobody's fault but mine. Lord, Lord, nobody's fault but mine. If I don't read my soul belie. I've a Bible of my own. If I don't read my soul belie. Oh, mother, she taught me how to read. Father, she taught me how to read. If I don't read my soul belie. Nobody's fault but mine. Lord, Lord, nobody's fault but mine. If I don't read my soul belie. And so that she taught me how to read. So that she taught me how to read. If I don't read my soul belie. Nobody's fault but mine. Lord, Lord, nobody's fault but mine. If I don't read my soul belie.
Nobody's Fault But Mine, written by blind Willie Johnson, and that's also what Robert Plant said when he was accused of stealing the song for the Led Zeppelin album Presence. In his defense, the arrangement from Jimmy Page was very different and the lyrics were altered as well. Led Zeppelin biographer George Case says, if anything, the version that Zeppelin played more resembled John Renbourn's version of the song from 1966. Let's hear a little of that.
Ain't nobody's fault but mine. Nobody's fault but mine. If I don't read, my soul be lost. Ain't nobody's fault but mine. My mother, she taught me how to read. Mother, she taught me how to read. If I don't read, my soul be lost. Ain't nobody's fault but mine. Ain't nobody's fault but mine. Nobody's fault but mine. If I don't read, my soul be lost. Ain't nobody's fault but mine. I got a Bible in my home. I got a Bible in my home. If I don't read, my soul be lost. Ain't nobody's fault but mine. Ain't nobody's fault but mine. Nobody's fault but mine. If I don't read, my soul be lost. Ain't nobody's fault but mine. My sister, she taught me how to read. Sister, she taught me how to read. If I don't read, my soul be lost. Ain't nobody's fault but mine. Ain't nobody's fault but mine. Nobody's fault but mine. If I don't read, my soul be lost. Ain't nobody's fault but mine. Ain't nobody's fault but mine. Ain't nobody's fault but mine.
Led Zeppelin with In My Time of Dying, another song written originally by Blind Willie Johnson. But even though records can prove Johnson recorded the song in 1926, it's really known as a traditional gospel song, just like Nobody's Fault But Mine. And by the time the band recorded their version, it was in the public domain. So, really, they were under no obligation to credit Johnson or any other artist. Same with this song, Hats Off to Roy Harper. It's a medley of fragments of blues songs and traditional gospel songs, and even Shake 'Em On Down. We heard that a while ago. They used that in there again. Overwhelmingly, the song is a tribute to folk singer, guess who? Roy Harper.
When I done quit holiday, I believe I'm shaking on down. Give me, baby, won't be late. You know that I need a second later.
We're just spinning leaves in the flight of a dawn, little girl, falling through an eternal horizon of time. But as we lie here, I'd like to think that all we've got will be ours forever. Don't you think we're forever? Don't you think we're forever? I can hear a voice on the wings of my dream, little girl, melting me into love as it touches my heart. But sheltered in the distance of your sleep is all that I could love in a lifetime. Don't you think we're forever? Don't you think we're forever? Open your eyes to the call of the winds, little girl. Can't you hear them all saying I'll always be yours? Lying in the misty morning sun, the pillow of the night still beneath you. Don't you think we're forever? Don't you think we're forever?
How many more times can Led Zeppelin not cite the original writer of their songs? Several times. That was How Many More Times, clearly inspired by Howlin' Wolf's How Many More Years. Despite the similarities, however, this song, no lawsuits have been filed, and the attribution has been kept as Bonham, Jones, Page, and Plant, Led Zeppelin. The song also contains components of this song by Albert King. It's The Hunter.
Call me the hunter. That's my name. A pretty woman like you is my only game. I bought me a love gun just the other day, and I aim at your way. Ain't no use to hide, ain't no need to run, 'cause I got you in the sight of my love gun. The first time I saw you standing on the street, I says to myself, "Whoo, ain't she sweet?" I got my love gun loaded with hugs and kisses, and when I pull the trigger, there will be no misses. Ain't no need to hide, ain't no use to run, 'cause I got you in the sight of my love gun. Hands up! Ooh. Well, ain't no need to hide, ain't no need to run, 'cause I got you in the sight of my love gun. I'm the big bad hunter, baby. How can I mention what I thought it ain't?
You're listening to the Sam T. Blues Review. We are hearing all about the blues roots of Led Zeppelin, all these songs that Led Zeppelin took and made their own and really made not better, but it's in a whole different category. Be sure to follow the show on Facebook and Instagram at STB_977. Check out 977thebolt.com/blues review for past interviews and playlists of songs featured on this show. The next person we're going to talk about is Bert Jansch. Bert is a big influence on Led Zeppelin, specifically Jimmy Page, who uses parts of Jansch's songs in his work. But Jansch's songs were kind of traditional instrumental works that really he didn't write. Nevertheless, Page used Jansch's version of Down by Black Waterside in the Zeppelin song Black Mountainside. The basic melody, like I mentioned, was traditional, so really copyright could not be disputed, but it does sound pretty similar. Here's Black Mountainside by Led Zeppelin.
Fair, I took the air down by Black Waterside. 'Twas in gazing off all around me, the Irish that I spied. Through the far part of the night, we lay in sport and play, till this young man arose and gathered his clothes, saying fare thee well to That's not the promise that you gave to me when first you lay on my breast. You could make me believe you're mine, girl.
You know you shook me. You shook me all night long. Leaving kind of loose. Whoa, you shook me, pretty mama. You shook me all night long. Couldn't rest a bit. Kept on shaking me, baby. Oh, you done messed up my happy home. You know your movement, baby, just like a hurricane. Oh, and that's a strong wind. Oh, you move me, pretty mama. You know your movement, just like a hurricane. Didn't have a chance. Oh, you move me, pretty mama, just like an earthquake. You move the land. Oh, she shook me all over. To my poor wife and child, Lord, sometimes I wonder what's gonna happen to my poor wife and child. Now, baby, you done made me love you. Lord, I just can't be satisfied. You know you shook me. You shook me all night long. You know you shook me, mama. You shook me all night long. You know you kept on shaking me, darling. Lord, you done messed up my happy home.
You Shook Me, recorded and written by the great Willie Dixon. As we heard earlier in the show, the song was recorded by Led Zeppelin, along with many other Willie Dixon songs. Willie Dixon, in his later years, fought for the preservation and correct attribution of blues songs covered by groups like Led Zeppelin and the Rolling Stones. Personally, Dixon, he enjoyed the boost the blues got from these bands. But since so many of his friends and himself, they were all exploited in the past, he wanted to secure copyrights, seek royalties so that the blues could survive. On a later episode, we're going to talk with Willie Dixon's daughter, Jackie Dixon, about the Willie Dixon Blues Heaven Foundation. They do incredible work in Chicago. But as for now, this has been the Sam T. Blues Review. Our theme music, as you know by now, I'm going to say it anyway, composed and written by Little Magic Sam. The show is sponsored by Shiny Top Brewing in Fort Dodge and J&M Construction in Bode. Thanks for taking this journey with me, and I hope you'll join me next time on the Sam T. Blues Review.
Stars to fill sun.